Check. Question number 16. Question number 16. Till 15 we have discussed, right? Okay. Question number 16. A parallel beam of light is incident on the surface of a transparent hemisphere of a radius capital R and refractive index 2.0 as shown in the figure. The position of the image formed by the refractions at the first surface. First surface is what? It is a curved surface, right? Okay. So what we need to be find out? Refractive index of the material is given 2. N equal to 2. So right below, right, n equal to 2. We have to understand. We have to apply one formula. That's all. N is equal to 2. What we need to find out? Position of image. V has to find out. So V equal to a question mark. V has to find out. Next one. Where is the object is placed in this diagram? Parallel rays are coming. So object is at infinity. U equal to infinity. Radius of curvature capital R of that curved surface is given. How much? Capital R. Okay. By connecting all this, can you tell me one formula to find out V? So there is no focal length. So what is the formula? That is one formula we learned, right? N2 divided by V minus N1 divided by U equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R. We'll substitute here. N2 means refractive index of the glass, the material. What it is? 2. So 2 divided by V. Okay. Minus. This indicate to where the light is going. To where the light is going. Light is going to the glass material. N1 is from where it is coming. From where it is coming. It is coming from air medium. So air is 1. Object is at where? Infinity. Is equal to N2 minus N1. 2 minus 1 divided by R. So 1 by infinity is 0, 2 by V is equal to 1 by R, V is equal to 2R. V is equal to 2R. So this is what formula actually? This formula is called refractions through spherical surface, correct? Refractions through spherical surface. Spherical surface. Refractions through spherical surface. Directly substitute everything, but we need to strike the formula. That's all. Only that is the things in the diagram. So this is a formula we learned for refraction through a spherical surface. Image has to find out. U is given, R is given, N2 and N1 is given. Direct substitutions. Question number 17. 1-7. A lens is made of glass whose refractive index of refraction is 1.60 and has a focal length of plus 20 centimeter in air. Its focal length in water whose refractive index is 1.33 will be. This model we have solved right in the class. First one, lens is in where? In which medium? Air medium. Second case, lens is in which medium? Water medium. So 2 cases. Okay. So how to find out the focal length of the lens? 1 by F equal to, tell me, NL divided by NM minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. This is what type of lens they have not mentioned. So I don't know R1 and R2. Okay, so I'll create 2 set of equations. One for focal length where? At air medium. First one, focal length at air is equal to air NL. 1 point refractive index is 1.60. So 1.60 divided by N medium. Medium is air minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Equation number 1. Similarly, second set of equation, one focal length in water is equal to NL, refractive index of the lens, still same 1.60. But now instead of air, what is the medium now? Water. Water is 1.33. That is 4 by 3 water. minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Equation number 2. This model we have already done while we are doing the theory. Equation number 1 divided by equation number 2. What will come? 1 divided by FA whole divided by 1 divided by FW is equal to 0.60 whole divided by, this how much will come? This is 1.60 and 1.33 minus 0.27 divided by 1.33. Correct? Okay. These two things are get cancelled. That's all. So this become FW divided by FA is equal to 1.33. I am writing as 4 by 3. Both are same. 0.60 whole divided by 0.27. FA. So we need to find out FW. So FW is equal to 4 by 3, which means 1.33. We can write it as 1.33 into 0.60 whole divided by 0.27 times of F air. Okay, what is the value you are getting? You can solve it. You can multiply, solve it. ரெண்டு காப்பி இருக்குங்களா நீங்கள் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருக்குங்களா? அது எவ்வளோ காப்பீஸ் இருக்கு? இல்லை, நீங்கள் 3 காப்பீஸா பேக் சைட். So what is coming? This value 1.33 4 by 3 into 0.6 into 0.27. ഇതിപ്പോൾ 0.3 എടുത്തിനാ ഇത് 2 times വരും. അപ്പോൾ 8 by 3 അതായത് approximately 3 times. Approximately 3 times. So 3 times longer than air. So this means FW is approximately equal to 3 times of F air. FW is approximately equal to 3 times of F air. Okay. கொஞ்சம் தள்ளிடுங்களா இல்லை கேமரால உங்கள ஹெட் will come. Okay. இல்லை பெஞ்சு கொஞ்சம் தள்ளிட்டு நம்ம slightly. Okay. So these two are clear. This second question we already done in the class, right? The same model. I don't know the values, but we have done. I remember the same steps we are doing there. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. So till 17 over, everybody understood, boss? Okay. Question number 18. 18 is microscope. Today we are going to take it later. So we'll circle it. We'll take it later. This is from optical instruments topic. Okay. So question number 19. For a prism kept in air found an angle of incidence is equal to 60 degree. So immediately write I is equal to 60 degree. Angle of prism capital A is equal to A. Angle of deviation delta and angle of emergence are equal. All are equal. So angle of incidence is 60 degree. Angle of prism is A. Angle of deviation and angle of emergence become equal. So delta is equal to E. Then the refractive index of the prism is. What is the refractive index of the prism? Can you do? So the things which are given, just listing it down. Angle of incidence I is equal to 60 degree. Prism angle A is equal to A. Deviations delta equal to angle of emergence. Then the refractive index of the prisms will be. prism has kept an angle of comma. So angle of prism is also equal to this one, like this, right? I is equal to 60 degree, angle of prism, comma, angle of deviations and emergence are equal. So all these three are equal. Now the refractive index of prism n is equal to what? Sine of a plus deviations divided by 2 whole divided by sine of a by 2. So delta ke badal I am substituting a, so you can do any maths stuffs will be here. A plus a divided by 2 into sine of a by 2. Okay, what this will come? Sine of a plus a means sine 2a. Sine 2a divided by 2 means sine a divided by sine of a by 2 is equal to refractive index of the prism. This will help us somehow. No. From this one, this will not give an answer, right? This we can written as sine theta 2 sine theta into cos theta cos a by 2. For example, sine of a by 2. So this will never give an answer. This will give raised to 2 cos a by 2, but that is not there in the answer, right? Okay, so what else we can use? Second option, delta equal to I plus E minus A. Correct, I plus E. So what is delta from this one? I is 60 degree. Substitute. Correct. E and A are equal. E and A are equal means that will 0. So delta equal to 60 degree. Then prism angle A is equal to 60 degree. Now both values I got. I can either substitute no, prism angle is not given, right? Only delta is given. Delta equal to 60 degree. Now what we can do? We can substitute here. Or that is one formula will be there, right? Delta is equal to n minus 1 into A. But what is A? A equal to 60 degree. We can substitute here also or this formula also. Both are correct now. So delta value is 60 degree is equal to n minus 1 into delta is 60 means A is also equal to 60. So 60 by 60 1. This 1 is side. So n is equal to 2. Refractive index is 2. Refract, it's not there in the option. N minus 1 into A. I plus E. Delta is equal to n minus 1. Delta 60 by 60.
Sin A by 2. Sin A is 60. A is sin 60 by sin 2.
One second. This formula. The 2 sin A by 2 cos A by 2. Correct?
So we can substitute 60 degrees.
Here, Lana. Here. Last one. For the answer same amount. Why it's not coming like that? That's what I'm thinking. 1 second. This means 2 cos of 60 by 2. This is what you told, right, Aishwarya? So 60 by 2 means sin 30, cos 30. So 2 into cos 30. Cos 30 means 2 into root 3 by 2. Up is 1.7 where is the answer. But here why it's not coming?
A is equal to delta equal to A. That's not
This formula is solved for
delta, no, this is just deviations. When minimum deviations are happening, I is equal to E will come. This one now. I is equal to E. Okay, now we'll see delta equal to 60 degree. Delta equal to 60 degree means E is equal to 60 degree. A is equal to 60 degree. I is equal to 60 degree. So I is equal to E only, right here. So it's a minimum deviations only, right? Here I is equal to E only, right? We got E, here we got delta equal to 60. Delta 60 means E 60 A60, already I60 is given. So I is equal to E, which means delta. So this formula is applicable. I'm thinking why that is not coming the answer. I think that is an approximated equation. So I will see it. I'll tell you after referring the books. Okay, why this is not coming, but you can substitute here and find out the answers. 1.73 is the answer for this question. Okay, I will check it out in the lunch time. There are some restrictions definitely will be there to use this formula. That's why this answer is not coming. I will check this out and tell you this portion. But there are some conditions might be there. Delta I plus I plus C minus 60. Okay, I will check it and tell you. Okay. 1.73 is there? Yes. Option A. So this is the 19th question, right? Not 18th. 19th one. So we'll move to 20th. We'll hold on. We'll go to 21st. 20th from optical instrument. We'll go to 21st. Okay. In 21st, an object is placed at a distance of 40 centimeter in front of a concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. Image produced will be. An object is placed at a distance of 40 centimeter in front of a concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. Image formed will be. So focal length is 20. Radius of curvature is 40. Correct. Radius of curvature is also called center of curvature. So object is placed where? At the center of curvature. If object is placed at the center of curvature, image is formed at inverted same size. So real inverted same size. Real inverted smaller size, option A wrong. Real inverted of same size, option B is the right answer. Based on the diagram. If you solve with the values also, u is equal to minus 40, f is equal to minus 20, you will get v is equal to 40. Position is at 40. So it's a real inverted of same size. No doubt, right? Question number 22. Question number 21, option B is answer. Question number 22. Question number 22. A vessel of depth x is half filled with oil of refractive index mu1 and other half is filled with refractive index of mu2. The apparent depth of the vessels when viewed from the above is. What is the relations between apparent depth and original depth? Tell me, apparent depth and original depth is what? Apparent depth is equal to apparent depth is equal to original depth by refractive index n. That's all. Now this is a beaker, which have two layers and a vessel of depth x. Half of them is filled with. So first half is filled with x by 2. Is filled with oil of refractive index mu1. Second half x by 2 is filled with another material of refractive index mu2. So first in the apparent depth, this is apparent depth. Apparent depth 1 is equal to original depth means what? X by 2 divided by its refractive index mu1. Second in apparent depth, second will also give an apparent depth because refractive index is changed mu2. What is the total apparent depth? What is the total effect? Apparent depth 1 plus apparent depth 1 plus apparent depth 2 is equal to x divided by 2 mu1 plus x divided by 2 mu2 is the answer. You can simplify this one so that you will come up with something. X into mu1 plus mu2 divided by 2 mu1 mu2. Option A is the right answer. Correct. Apparent depth is equal to original depth divided by refractive index. Can you switch off the fan? Okay. So answer to the question is A. X into mu1 plus mu2 divided by 2 mu1 mu2. Clear? We'll go to the next question. Question number 23. The following figure shows refractions of light at the interface of three media. Correct order of the optical density medium will have is the highest density medium, highest density, optical density. I1, R1, first we will see medium 1, medium 2, medium 3. If you look into the diagram, I1, R1. I1 is higher, R1 is higher. I1 is higher. So if a ray is moving from rarer to denser medium, it is bending towards the normal. So comparable to medium 1 and 2, which one is denser? Medium 2. So we can clearly write D2 greater than D1. That's where options are. D2 greater than D1, how many options are there? D2 greater than D1 where options. Only option B will be there and option D will be there. Both options D2 greater than D1 satisfied. So either our option is B or option is D. Now we look into the second part. R1 and R2. It is unpredictable. It's difficult to predict, right? But if you look into there, R2 will be there and I1 will be there. So what about medium number 1 and medium number 3? If you compare, which one is more denser? Medium number 3. So which means that what is the second assumption? D3 is greater than D1. Correct? D3 greater than D1. By combining all these 2 points, what will be the right answer? D is the right answer. D2 greater than D3 greater than D1. Likewise, you have to go step by steps. The question will have three means 2 parts. Median number 1 and 2 you compare. Median number 2 and 3 it is difficult for you to compare. But median number 3 and 1 you can compare. Okay, likewise, it is a visual based question. That's all. Okay, we'll go to question number 24. This is last year JE main entrance examination question. Light travels in two media A and B with a speed of 1.8 into 10 power 8 meter per second and 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second respectively. The critical angle between them. Critical angle between them. Velocities of two medias are given and critical angle between them. Okay, while coming to this question, two medias will be there, A and B. Which medium light will have the highest speed will be here? A medium or B medium? B medium. B medium is 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So definitely B medium is a rarer medium. Rarer medium will have more speed. Denser medium will have less speed. So write down in the notebook. Light travels very fast in a rarer medium compared to denser medium. Compared to denser medium. So here B is a rarer medium and A is a denser medium. Okay, to have a total internal reflection or the critical angle concept, a ray should travel from where to where? Denser to rarer. Ray travel from A to B and moving. So critical angle means it is the angle of incidence I is equal to C at which the refracted ray is grazes over the surface, which means R is equal to 90 degree. This is theory. Now we'll apply Snell's law will be here. So now what should I get? So n of A medium into sine of angle of incidence, critical angle is equal to what is coming? Sine of refractive index of that medium, so which means NB of that medium into critical angle. Critical angle means here becomes sine 90, refraction angle is sine 90. So I know sine C is equal to NB divided by NA. This is correct, NB by NA. But I know a formula for refractive index in terms of velocity, that we read. So N is equal to C by V. Now I know NA is equal to C by VA, NB is equal to C by VB. We'll substitute here and we'll see what's coming. Okay, that is the only things in the question. We'll substitute these two cases will be here. So the critical angle sin C is equal to NB. NB को बदला C by VB. C by VB. C by VB whole divided by NA. C by VA. So sin C critical angle is equal to VA by VB. What is VA? 1.8 into 10 power 8, 2.4 10 power 8, 18 by 24, 3 by 4. So C is equal to sine inverse of 3 by 4 is the answer. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Question number 24. This one is 24, right? This one is 24. We discussed it. And 25. So 25 is what? The refractive index of a glass is 1.5204 for red light and 1.5254 blue light. Let D1 and D2 be the angle of deviations for red and blue light respectively in a prism. Then this glass is then which of the following? What is the deviations formula? Deviation they are given as delta equal to n minus 1 into A. So for blue light, n of blue minus divided by A. What is the blue light value? 1.525 minus 1 into A. This is one case. For red light, what is the refractive index? 1.520. So 1.520 minus 1 into A. Which one is greater, red or blue? This one is greater, right? DR greater than DB. In the question, instead of DR and B, what all the things are given? Red and blue light. Red is D1, blue is D2. So D1 greater than D2. D1 greater than D2. Option D is the right answer. When the refractive index is higher, deviation is higher. That's all. Correct? We have learned this formula, right? This is similar to this one. Delta equal to n minus 1 into A. Instead of delta, we are using D. Okay. When the refractive index is higher, deviations will be higher. Option D. D1 greater than D2. 26. Question number 26. Sorry? DR greater than DB, right? Sorry. Okay, then reverse way. Sorry. 1.525 for blue light. Correct. DB greater than DR. Red is given first, so this is D1. Blue is given second. So D2 greater than D1. Option A. Correct. Option A is the right answer. 1.525 ആണ്. മറ്റേ 1.520 ആണ്. Correct അല്ലേ? Thanks. Then we'll go to question number 26. That is question number 26. Which of the following is not due to total internal reflection? Direct theory. Working of optical fiber. Yes, total internal reflection. Difference between apparent depth and real depth? No. Okay, so that is not due to total internal reflection. Mirage on the hot summer days, brilliance of diamonds. All these are the examples of optical fiber or the internal total internal reflection including optical fiber. So that is not due to total internal reflections. So option B is the right answer. Question number 27. A body is located on the wall. Its image of equal size is to be obtained on a parallel wall with the help of a convex lens. The lens is placed at a distance of D ahead of the second wall. Then the required focal length will be. A body is located on the wall. Its image of equal size is to be obtained on a parallel wall with the help of a convex lens. The lens is placed at a distance of D ahead of the second wall. Then the required focal length will be. How to do? You will do a simple question only. Nothing, no complexities are not there. For a convex lens, the question is, a major hint is given in the first sentence. The body is located on the wall. Its image of equal size is to be obtained on a parallel wall with the help of a convex lens. So our wall, I placed an object. I placed a convex lens. I got the same size of image on the other side. So where the object is placed? At F, 2F, or between 2F and F? Between F and optical center, where? At C. C means 2F. So object is at 2F, so definitely image is at 2F. Then only the same size real and inverted images should come. So we know object and image distance are equal. Object and image distances are equal from where? Equal from the lens. Lens in the left object in a distance, right image in a distance equal. Correct? Object 2F image 2F. So object and image distances are equal. The lens is placed at a distance of D ahead of the second wall, means D meters. So then the required focal length will be. So how to find out the focal length of the lens? 1 by F is equal to, right, 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Correct? This is the lens formula. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Look, this is the first wall, this is the second wall, wall number 1 and wall number 2. Okay, an object is placed will be here. I know the same size, same height of image will be formed on the other side also. But in between, I placed a convex lens. And this is ahead of the second wall, means D meters away, for example. So this is also, because these distances are equal. If these distances are equal, means this is a distance to object, this is a distance to image. Both the distance are equal. Then only I will get the same size of object and same size of image. So here U is equal to what? Minus D. V is equal to what? Plus D. From object is here, light rays are coming and object is forming here. So object distance U is minus and V is plus. Focal length F we need to find out. We'll substitute in the lens formula, you will get the answers. What is F? F equal to D by 2. If that's the case, that's there in the option. Only D by 2. So option 27, option B. D. This question major concept, object and image same size form object and image equal distance from the lens. U is equal to V is equal to D. By sign convention, U is minus D and V is plus D. Question number 28. Question number 28. A concave mirror forms an image of an object on a screen if the lower half of the mirror is covered with an opaque CAD. Opaque effect would be make. ഇതിൻ്റെ ബേസിക് തിയറി കിട്ടുന്ന ഒരു ലെൻസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു മിറർ, ആ മിററിൻ്റെ ഹാഫ് കട്ട് ചെയ്തിനാ ആ ഹാഫ് പോർഷൻസ് കൂടെ പോണ ലൈറ്റ് ഇരിക്കാതെ കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലേ ഹാഫ് പോർഷൻസ് ഒപ്പൊക്കെയായിട്ട് കട്ട് ചെയ്തിനാ ആ അപ്പർ ഹാഫ് കൂടെ മറ്റുന്നതായിരിക്കും ലോവർ ഹാഫിൽ അതിൻ്റെ എഫക്റ്റ് ഇരിക്കാതെ അപ്പോൾ ലൈറ്റ് റേസ് ഇപ്പോൾ ടോട്ടലി 10 ലൈറ്റ് റേസ് വന്നിനാ കറക്റ്റ് ഹാഫിലെടുത്തിനാ മേലെ 5 കീഴെ 5 അത് തന്നെ സോ കീഴെ ഏരിയ മട്ടും കവേർഡ് സോ അപ്പർ ഏരിയ മട്ടും എഫക്റ്റീവ് ആയിരിക്കും സോ ലൈറ്റ് 10 റേ ഓഫ് ലൈറ്റ് പോകുന്നതിന് ബദല നൗ ഹൗ മെനി ലൈറ്റ് റേസ് ആർ ഗോയിങ് ഓൺലി ഫോർ 5 സോ ബ്രൈറ്റ്നസ് വിൽ ബി reduced only brightness will be affected okay nothing simple logic ആണ് so only image will be less bright adana lower half of image no it will not image will be there definitely image will not disappear because ഒരു ചിന്ന ഒരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഇരുന്നാലും image will be formed but അതിന്റെ brightness എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് how many number of light rays are coming okay number of light rays per unit area that is called intensity of lights area is reduced and half ആയി question number 28 option A 28 option A 27 already we discussed 27 discussed and 29 we are going now a ray of light passes through an equilateral prism such that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence and later is equal to 3/4 of the angle of the prism the angle of deviations can you do this is a straightforward question a ray of light passes through an equilateral prism so equilateral prism means angle of prism is how much 60 degree a equal to 60 degree such that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence so I is equal to E is equal to I is equal to E is equal to 3/4 of A 3/4 of A angle of deviations delta has to find out delta formula I plus E minus A കട്ടല്ലേ I plus E minus A അതാണ് angle of deviation I is equal to E is equal to A is equal to 3/4 correct so the things which are given A equal to 60 degree given I is equal to E is equal to 3/4 of A so I is equal to E is equal to 3/4 of A is 60 so 60/4 15 45 degree so delta is equal to I plus E minus A കണ്ടല്ലേ IA E minus A രണ്ടും ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് പോതും 3/4A plus 3/4A minus A so 6/4A minus A 6/4 നമ്മൾ 3/2 3/2 1.5 1.5 minus A നമ്മൾ A/2 A and value is given 60/2 answer is 30 degree is the right answer കട്ടല്ല 30 degree ഈ ഫോർമുലയാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ബേസിക് I plus E minus A question number 30 ഈ ഫോർമുലയിൽ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാം I ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 3/4A E ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 3/4A A so we'll get A/2 A is 60 degree given because it's an equilateral prism so it is 30 degree question number 30 fine power of a biconvex lens is 10 diopter so focal length is how much 1/10 correct alla 1/10 and the radius of curvature of the each surface is 10 centimeter then the refractive index of the material of the lens is okay focal length is given radius of curvature of each surface is 10 centimeter 10 centimeters are given then the refractive index of the material of the lens is like this so this R1 equal to 10 and R2 equal to 10 is given okay so now we have to substitute how to find out the focal length 1/f equal to nl divided by nm minus 1 into 1/r1 minus 1/r2 1/f is called power that is given in the question 10 diopter so 10 equal to nl has to find out nm is 1 medium is 1 because it is air by default if not given in the question 1/r1 minus 1/r2 r1 ഈ സൈഡിലേക്കാണ് radius of curvature എടുക്കുന്നത് ഈ സർക്കിളിന്റെ so r1 is positive r2 എന്ന് சொல்லுമ്പോൾ ഈ സർക്കിളിന്റെ ഇതിന്റെ radius of curvature radius എടുക്കുന്ന ആ സർക്കിളിന്റെ പോർഷൻ ആണ് so r2 negative r1 positive. Correct. So 1 by R1. R1 is 10. E minus divided by R2 negative. So negative 10. Now simplify now. So 10 equal to NL minus 1 into 2 by 10, 1 by 5. 50. 51 now, or I wrong? 1 by 1 second. Wait a second. I missed the question. Question number is 30, right? Power of a biconvex lens is 10 diopter. Okay. This is in centimeters, right? So 10 power minus 2. Diopter is in meter. So this is 10 power minus 2. So the manaka pombode ivar 100 varum extra. 100 varum. Okay, so 1050 divided by 100 എന്ന് വരും. So 0.51 എന്ന് വരും. കട്ടല്ല 0.51 എന്ന് വരുന്നത് which option? 3 by 2 1.5, 4 by 3 1.33, no 9 by 8 വരാതെ 5 by 3 വരാതെ 0.51 കറക്റ്റ് തന്നെ. 1 by 10 ആ? Focal length is not 10. How? Diopter means what? 1 by 10 is called power. This is equal to diopter. So what? This is equal to 10. Katala. Then how 1 by 10? 1 by f is equal to NL divided by NM. Correct answer. So you got 0.51. Correct? Same or not? Okay, but it's not there in the option. 3 by 2 1.5, 10 centimeters alle. 10 power minus 2 എടുത്തന 100 മേലെ പോയിടും, സെന്റിമീറ്റേഴ്സിന്റെ മേലെ 100 പോയിടും. പോകുമ്പോൾ 1.2. How? Where should I mistaken? 1 by 5. Which one? Sorry.
1 by 5.
1 by 2 புரியல.
520 sir. Answer.
10 is equal to
10 is equal to
50 by 100. 50. These step mistakes. Let me see once again. So 10 equal to NL minus 1. 100 by 5, 100 by 5, 20. So 10 by 20 then. Okay, balance 1 ഉണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ. So 10 by 20 plus 1 is equal to NL. So 1.5, which is equal to 3 by 2. Kattala. 1 I have not added. Okay, fine. 3 by 2 is there in the option? Question number 30. Option A. Fine. Move to 31. 31 microscope out. So we'll 31, 32, we'll skip it for now. You can circle it. We'll go to 33. The graph between angle of deviation and angle of emergence for a triangular prism is represented approximately option C. Correct option is slanting towards right. I told in the class, right? Okay. 34. Ratio of the thickness of the two transparent medium A and B is 6:4. If light takes equal time in passes through them, then the refractive index of A with respect to refractive index of B. Ratio of the thickness of the plates of two transparent medium. Thickness of two medium TA divided by TB is equal to 6/4 is given. So which one will have the highest thickness? Which one will have the highest thickness? A medium. A will have the highest thickness. Okay, so I can say normal case thickness is proportional to time taken. Correct alla? More thickness means more time it should taken. But in the question is given time taken to travel both the medium is equal. So normally thickness is directly proportional to time taken, which means both cases for A body and for B body thickness are what? I mean the time takens are what? Equal. Time takens are equal means in which thickness medium I have to travel with higher speed so that the both times are equal. Yeah. Okay, so I have to travel more speed with A medium. Okay, I have to travel with more speed with A medium. So we have to say I can say thickness is directly proportional to time taken, and also I can say thickness is inversely proportional to time. Normally we say velocity is equal to distance by time. Okay, but time and velocity inverse proportional. If time is directly proportional to thickness means thickness is inversely proportional to velocity, 1 by velocity. Okay, I can write like this one. So I can write TA divided by T2 divided by TB is equal to velocity of B divided by velocity of A. Inverse relations, opposite arm. Or what is the relation between velocity and refractive index? N is equal to NA, NB is equal to C by VB. So what is VB? How I can substitute VB will be here. VB means what? VB means NB, here C by NA. C got cancels. 6 by 4 is equal to NA by NB, correct? So NA by NB how much will come? 3 by 2. Reverse 1.5. Option D is the right answer.
How thickness is inversely to velocity?
Because it is thickness is directly proportional to time taken, right? Time taken means more thickness I have to take more time to travel. Okay, velocity is equal to distance by time, just one D motion equation. So velocity is inversely proportional to time. Velocity is inverse. So if thickness is directly proportional to time means thickness is inversely proportional to velocity. Inverse relation, right? Thickness is directly proportional to time means time and velocity are inverse proportion. So one is directly proportional means another one is 1 by V. So 1 by V is taken. So thickness of A divided by thickness of B is equal to velocities of B divided by velocities of A. Okay.
Thickness is directly
This is not thickness, this is displacement only.
from that equation.
Thickness is proportional to time taken.
Thickness is proportional to time taken.
Thickness is directly proportional to time taken. So thickness is directly proportional to 1 by velocity, because time and velocities are inverse relationship, right? V is proportional to 1 by T. Correct? Here I can write it as V is proportional to 1 by T, or I can write it as T is proportional to 1 by V. So this is what I done it here. Correct? Time ke badala inverse koduthu kana velocities are given in the question.
Thickness is more means it should travel with more velocity in the same time.
Thickness is
More means it should travel with more velocity to compete for the same time.
thickness is more, okay?
So it should travel with more velocity to travel the same distance in the same meters.
Correct.
It's directly proportional.
അങ്ങനെയല്ല.
If your time taken is same.
1 second. Question number 33. Rectangular bubble glass is made up of surface of blend and is viewed from a vertical position of no. The thickness of the it takes equal time passes through them than the refractive index of A with the rest. If light takes equal time, more thickness more time എടുക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ more faster പോകണം. more time എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ more faster പോകുമ്പോൾ velocity is proportional to thickness. So thickness higher ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ time shorter. ഇനി കേളുங்க. What is your doubt?
Thickness of the medium is more means it travel with more velocity to travel the same distance at the same time.
കറക്റ്റ്. തിക്നെസ് അതായത് രണ്ട് മീഡിയത്തിക്കുമേ ഈക്വൽ ടൈം എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ആസ് പെർ ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇസ് ഗിവൺ ലൈക്ക് ഈക്വൽ ടൈം. അപ്പോൾ ഈക്വൽ ടൈം എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ തിക്നെസ് ഹയർ ആകുമ്പോൾ ഹയർ വെലോസിറ്റിയിൽ ട്രാവൽ பண்ணണം. ഐ നോ ദാറ്റ് കറക്റ്റ്. സോ മോർ തിക്നെസ് മീൻസ് മോർ ടൈം ടേക്കൺ അല്ല, മോർ വെലോസിറ്റി എടുക്കണം. മോർ വെലോസിറ്റി എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ആ ടൈമിന് അത് കോമ്പൻസേറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലേ? മോർ വെലോസിറ്റി കറക്റ്റ് ആണ്. ടൈം സെയിം ആണ്. ടൈം സെയിം ആകുമ്പോൾ വെലോസിറ്റി സെയിം അല്ലല്ലോ. ടൈം സെയിം ആകുമ്പോൾ വെലോസിറ്റി സെയിം അല്ല. കേട്ടാ? ഇപ്പോൾ തിക്നെസ് എ കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും തിക്നെസ് ബി കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. അതല്ലേ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ? തിക്നെസ് എ കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും തിക്നെസ് ബി കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ തിക്നെസ് എ കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും തിക്നെസ് ബി കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈമും ഈക്വൽ ആകുമ്പോൾ നോർമൽ കേസിൽ ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ അത് രണ്ട് കേസായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ பண்ணுங்க. തിക്നെസ് എ മോർ ടൈം, തിക്നെസ് ബി ലെസ് ടൈം. അല്ല, ജനറലി സെയിം ടൈം ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വിൽ ബി ദർ. നോർമലി തിക്നെസ് എ മോർ ടൈം, തിക്നെസ് ബി ലെസ് ടൈം. രണ്ട് കേസസ് എടുക്കെങ്കിലാ. അപ്പോൾ മോർ ടൈം ലെസ് ടൈം. അപ്പോൾ മോർ ടൈം എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ വെലോസിറ്റി കമ്മിயாக പോയിട്ടിരിക്കും. അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഇത്. വെലോസിറ്റി കമ്മിயாக പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ എന്നാ இந்த ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിലെ വിഷയം എന്ന് കേട്ടാൽ ബോത്ത് ആർ ട്രാവൽഡ് വിത്ത് ഈക്വൽ ടൈം. അതായത് ഹൈക്ക് ഹൈ ടൈം എടുക്കണം. ബട്ട് ഹൈ ടൈം എടുക്കാമേ അത് ടൈം ഇപ്പോൾ കമ്മി എടുത്തു. വൈ? വെലോസിറ്റി ഇൻക്രീസസ്. കേട്ടാ? ഹൈ തിക്നെസ്ക്ക് ആക്ച്വലി ഹൈ ടൈം എടുക്കണം. ബട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ ഹൈ ടൈം എടുക്കാതെ ടൈം കമ്മിയായി. ടൈം കമ്മി ആയത് എതുക്കാണ്? ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദ വെലോസിറ്റി ഇൻക്രീസസ്. സോ വെലോസിറ്റി ആൻഡ് ടൈം ഇസ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ ദർ ആൾസോ, റൈറ്റ്?
Time is inverse proportion. Thickness same.
Thickness same അല്ല. Thickness of A is greater than thickness of B. Both are high. So thickness of A ൽ എടുക്കുന്ന ടൈം കമ്മിയാണ് ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു ടൈം ബി ആണ്. കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലേ? സോ എയിൽ എടുക്കുന്ന ടൈം കമ്മിയായതിക്ക് റീസൺ എന്നാ? അതിൻ്റെ വെലോസിറ്റി ഹയർ ആയതാണ്. സോ ടൈം ആൻഡ് വെലോസിറ്റീസ് ആർ ഇൻവേഴ്സ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ. Thickness and velocity is not directly proportional. More thickness normally more time എടുക്കണം. ബട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ ലെസ് ടൈം എടുത്തു. ഇപ്പോൾ ലെസ് ടൈം എടുക്കുന്നതിന് റീസൺ എന്നാ? മോർ വെലോസിറ്റി പോണതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ടൈം ആൻഡ് വെലോസിറ്റീസ് ആർ ഇൻവേഴ്സ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ. അതാണ് ടൈമിക്ക് ബദല 1 വെലോസിറ്റി തൂക്കത്തിക്കുള്ള റീസൺ. വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. മോർക്ക് പോകുന്നതിക്ക് മോർ ടൈം എടുക്കണം. ലെസ് വെലോസിറ്റി ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. പോയിരിക്കണം. മോർ തിക്നെസ്ക്ക് മോർ വെലോസിറ്റി വരും. ബട്ട് ലെസ് ടൈം തന്നെ. അത് പറഞ്ഞത് തിക്നെസ് ഈസ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ടൈം ടേക്കൺ. ജനറൽ കേസസിൽ തിങ്ക് ലൈക്ക് ദൻ. തിക്നെസ് ഈസ് ഡയറക്ട്ലി പ്രൊപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ടൈം ടേക്കൺ. ഇപ്പോൾ എടുക്കുന്നത് മോർ തിക്നെസ് ആണ്. ബട്ട് അതെടുത്ത് ടൈം കമ്മിയാണ്. ആ ടൈം കമ്മി എടുക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള റീസൺ എന്നാ? അതിൻ്റെ വെലോസിറ്റി ഹയർ ആയി പോയതന്നെ. അപ്പോൾ ടൈം ആൻഡ് വെലോസിറ്റീസ് ആർ ഇൻവേഴ്സ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു തിക്നെസ്. ജനറൽ കേസിലാണ് ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ജനറൽ കേസിൽ തിക്നെസ് ഈസ് ഡയറക്ട്ലി പ്രൊപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ടൈം എന്ന് ചൊല്ലും. ഓക്കെ. ഇനി ഇപ്പോൾ ഇരിക്കുന്ന സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. അപ്പോൾ ജനറൽ കേസിൽ ഐ നോ തിക്നെസ് ഇസ് ഡയറക്ട്ലി പ്രൊപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ടൈം. ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് തിക്നെസ് ഇസ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ്ലി പ്രൊപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു വെലോസിറ്റി. അതിന് രണ്ട് രീതിയിൽ ഡിഫൈൻ பண்ணണം. ഒരു മെത്തേഡിൽ മോർ ടൈം എടുത്താൽ വെലോസിറ്റി ഷോർട്ടർ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇപ്പോൾ ഏല് പോകുമ്പോൾ ലെസ് ടൈം എടുത്താൽ വെലോസിറ്റി മോർ ആയിരിക്കും. ഏത് കേസ് എടുത്താലും ടൈമും വെലോസിറ്റിയും റിവേഴ്സ് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ ആണെന്ന് അർത്ഥം. I will see in the interval. We'll discuss. Okay. We'll discuss. No problem.
thickness thickness distance travel
thickness
glass of thickness
thickness
distance travel constant equative directly proportional inversely proportional
അല്ല അത് എസ് കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് ആണോ അല്ലെന്ന് ബേസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ജനറൽ കേസസിൽ ഞാൻ അത് ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു 1D ഇക്വേഷൻ എഴുതിയെന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. ജനറൽ കേസസിൽ മോർ ടൈം എടുത്തിന് നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പം ഐ വാണ്ട് ടു ട്രാവൽ ഫ്രം ഹിയർ ടു ഗാന്ധിപുരം എടുത്ത് അതേ പേഴ്സൺസ് ഐ ആം ടേക്കിംഗ് മോർ ടൈം.
ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷൻ வந்து இங்க இருந்து காந்திபுரம் பேஸ் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் இருக்கனால டைம் வந்து
അതുള്ളത് രണ്ട് രീതിയിൽ അതിനെ ഡിഫൈൻ பண்ணണം. ഇപ്പം ഈ ഒരു കോണ്ടസ്റ്റിൽ രണ്ട് മീഡിയ ആയിരിക്കും. ഒന്നിൻ്റെ തിക്നെസ് എ എന്ന് എടുക്കുന്നു, ഒന്നിൻ്റെ തിക്നെസ് ബി എന്ന് എടുക്കുന്നു. എൻ്റെ തിക്നെസ് അധികം താ, ബിൻ്റെ തിക്നെസ് ലെസ് താ. സോ എ കൂടെ പോകുന്ന ടൈം അധികം തടുക്കും ബിക്കോസ് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസും ഹയർ താ. ബിക്കോസ് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ഹയർ താ ടൈമും ഹയർ ആണ്. വെയിറ്റ് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസും ഹയറും ടൈമും ഹയർ ആക്കുമ്പോൾ വെലോസിറ്റി കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് சொல்ல முடியாது ബിക്കോസ് ന്യൂമറേറ്ററിന് ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ഡിനോമിനേറ്ററിന് ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു ബി എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ബിയിൽ ലെങ്ത് കമ്മിതാ, എടുക്കുന്ന ടൈം എന്നാ അതും കമ്മിതാ. ബട്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഞാൻ പേസിരിക്കാൻ ഏലും ബിയിലും ഒരേ ടൈം എടുത്തു. ഏലും ബിയിലും ഒരേ ടൈം എടുക്കதுக்கு എൻ്റെ ലെങ്ത് அதிகம் தான், ബിൻ്റെ ലെങ്ത് കമ്മി தான். ஸோ ஏழு கண்டிப்பாக ஐஎஸ் ஸ்பீடு கொண்டு வெலாசிட்டி ஏழு இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகணும். அந்த மாதிரி ஓட போட்டு just logic and nothing else. Okay, let's continue. Question number 35. Question number 35. A rectangular block of glass is placed on a mark made on the surface of the table and it is viewed from the vertical position of I. If the refractive index of the glass is mu and its thickness is d, then the mark will appear to be raised by. A rectangular block of glass is placed on a mark made on a surface of a table and is viewed from the vertical position of I. The refractive index of the glass is mu and the thickness is d, then the mark will appear to be raised by. How to find it? Shift. We already discussed about this one, right? Shift, which means normally this is a table which should have a mark will be here. Here we place glass material whose refractive index is given in the question. It is given as mu. Thickness is d. But if you are looking from the top, we don't feel here, we feel it is somewhere here. Correct? And this depth is called what? This depth is called what? Apparent depth. Okay. Now what is the question is asking? The mark will appear to be raised by. This is the height which is raised. Okay. So how to find out that height? This is called original depth. Correct? So original depth, the rise or the shift. Okay, the shift, I am giving this as shift. Shift is equal to original depth minus apparent depth. Original depth is d. Apparent depth means what? Original depth divided by refractive index. So d is taken outside. 1 minus 1 by mu. I think this already we discussed. Mu minus 1 divided by mu is the right answer. ഇതാണ് apparent depth, shift. ഇതാണ് original depth. How much it is raised? Original depth minus apparent depth. So we got the answers. 35 minus 1. Option B. Option B is the right answer. Next question, 36. Okay, 36. If a glass prism is dipped in water, the dispersive power. Have not taken this dispersive power while in the theory. What is called dispersive power? Dispersive power means ഒരു prismത്തിൽ കൂടെ ഒരു white light പോകുമ്പോൾ അതിന് കളേഴ്സ് ആയിട്ട് അതിന് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അത് മോർ കളേഴ്സ് ആയിട്ട്, അതായത് മോർ വൈഡൻ ആയിട്ട് ഇരുന്നില്ല, മോർ ഡിസ്പേഴ്സീവ് പവർ എന്ന് ചൊല്ലും. Okay, so below write one equations. Dispersive power omega equal to NV minus NR divided by NY minus 1. ഇതാണ് dispersive power. NV is the refractive index of violet. NR is the refractive index of red. NY is the refractive index of yellow. Yellow is in the Webjier spectrum, yellow is coming as an average value. So NV plus NR divided by 2. Okay, more dispersion means more ആയിട്ട് scatter ചെയ്തിരിക്കും. അതാണ് scattering. And more and a word than other as dispersion means splitting. Okay, next we'll come to this question here again. This is with respect to color, and we know one formula for deviations, n minus 1 into a. This is called deviations. So I'm saying less deviation means more dispersion or less dispersion. Less deviation means less changes. Less changes means less dispersion or more dispersion. Dispersion means in the split time. Large area split time. That's dispersion. So more split time, more deviations. So less dispersion, less deviation means less dispersion. Less dispersion. Now in the formula n minus 1 into a. Okay, so here with respect to it is actually, the formula is actually like this: n2 divided by n1 minus 1 into a. The formula is like this. Okay, here n2 is the refractive index of the prism divided by air minus 1 into a. Like this we will write. Now in the question, this is dipped in water. So what will happen to delta? N divided by water is what? 4 by 3 will come. Instead of air, 1, instead of air, 4 by 3. Minus 1 into a. So what will happen to the deviation here? Earlier it is divided with 1, now it is divided with 4 by 3, 1.33. So what will happen to deviation? Increase or decreases? Deviations decreases. Delta decreases means omega is also what will happen? Decreases. So dispersive power is also reduces. Fine. 36. 37. Just write it on your formula book while you are studying. It's important to maintain a formula book here. Okay, so while you are studying, please write it an additional point. Okay, question number 37. A plano concave lens is placed on a paper on which a flower is drawn. How far above the actual position does the flower appears to be? So what's the concept will be here? Apparent depth, original depth, or something else? No. Refraction through a spherical surface. Because apparent depth and original depth use the surface flat. If the surface flat, surface is curved flat. So you have to use refractions through spherical surface concept, which means you have to find out the position of image. Position of object is given. Object is where? Flower. Up paper we have drawn one flower. So object is at what distance away? 20 centimeters away. Radius of curvature is how much? 20 centimeters away. What we need to find out? V, image position. You are not supposed to use apparent original depth because the surface is not flat. Surface is radius of curvature. So refractions through spherical surface formula has to use. What is the refractions through spherical surface formula? What is the refraction through spherical surface formula? Radius of curvature is measuring towards upside, and this is equal to plus 20 centimeter, right? Yeah, flower will be here. The flower is placed. So the incident rays are going in the direction. Okay, so what is the formula for this one? N2 divided by V minus N1 divided by U equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R. You can't use apparent depth and origin depth because it's not flat. Okay, N2 means what? From to where it is going? Where it is going? To air it is going. From the glass. This is placed over a glass medium and whose refractive index mu is given as 3/2. So from glass it is going to air. So 1 divided by V minus N1 is what? 3/2. Object is placed where? Object is placed. All distance are measured from here, right? Yeah? So object is measuring towards downside. How much it is? Minus 20. Radius of curvature is measuring towards upside. So N2 minus N1. N2 is 1 minus N1. N1 is how much? 3/2 divided by the radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is how much? Plus 20. You have to find out the value of V. So 1 by V plus 3/40. Then simplify ആണ്. ഇതിനെ 1 minus 1/2 എന്ന് വരും. So 1/40 minus 1/40 എന്ന് വരും. So 1 by V is equal to minus 4/40 എന്ന് വരും. So V is equal to minus 10 എന്ന് വരും. Okay. V equal to minus 10. V is equal to minus 10 means above or below. Where will be the image will be formed? V is equal to 10 cm minus 10 centimeter going above or below? Going above means this is positive direction, right? Going below is negative direction. So image will be formed here. So this distance from here is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter from the center to down position. Center 10 kilometers down. Surface in the melot distance away 10 centimeter. So exactly this structure the center image found below 10 centimeters because the total height and so here the image will be formed at 10 centimeters away. The total thickness will be equal to 20 centimeters. Correct? So refraction through spherical surfaces, you are not supposed to use apparent depth and original depth. Here high chance to take original depth as 20 and refractive index as 30. Sorry, 3/2. Then you can substitute, but that is wrong. Because surface is curved, so you have to use like that. Okay. We'll go to 38. To get 3 images of a single object, one should have 2 plane mirrors at an angle of number of images. 2 plane mirrors placed at what angle you will get 3 images. So number of images formed n equal to 360 divided by theta. If theta equal to 60 degree, for example the first option, so 360 divided by 6. So number of image is equal to how much? N minus 1, 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So option A is the right answer. 60 alla. Sorry, 360 by 16 சொல்லும்போது இது 6 வரும். Number of images நம்ம 6 minus 1 5, not the right answer. We'll go to B. 360 divided by 90 is equal to 4. Number of image is equal to 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 3 is the right answer. 90 is the right answer. 90 degree is the right answer. 38 over 39.
Sir, 120
360. One should have two plane mirrors at an angle of 120. Padna evla images varum. We already learned that crisscross method, right? We'll see that. 120 vandana. How will do? I forget. Tell me. Two plane mirrors A and B. Crisscross, 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 crisscross. So this angle is 120. So which means here 60, right? 60. Here 60. This is 120. So 180. And here is 180. Correct? Then here is again 120. So this is not possible anyway. 300. Not possible. 300. Not possible. But up to where it is possible? So we have to see. This is number 1 image. 180 is possible. Number 2 image. Number 3 image. Number 4 image. But 180 plus 180. This 180 plus 180. Total how much it is coming? 360. So all together this will form one image. 120 ചേർത്ത് അപ്പം it's great. So 180 plus 180, 360 plus 120. Beyond 360, right? It's not possible, right? Formula le ee formula la 360 divided by 120. Dharma 3 odd number. Odd number amma the conditions hai? Odd number amma same number of images will be formed. Correct alla? Odd number amma same image number of images will be formed provided if it is not at the optical bisector. But in 90 degree it is correct. 4 minus 1 correct. 360 by 20. But crisscross method how it is coming? 1, 2, 120, 180, 240. So that under separate images. 1 to 180, 20, 20, 20 place 120, 60 plus 20, 180, 60 plus 120, 180, 180 plus 180, 360. 1, 2, 3. So 120 possible. Both are correct. 120 degrees also possible. 90 degrees also possible. Both are correct. Both options are correct there, right? 90 degree correct ആണ്. എപ്പടി മാറുന്നത്? above 360 തന്നെ വരുന്നത്. Last one.
4 images.
ഇല്ല 3 images. കറക്റ്റ് 360 വേണമെന്നില്ല. above 360 കറക്റ്റ് ആയതിനാൽ ആ ഇമേജിനെ 1 ഇമേജ് ആയിട്ട് മെർജ് ചെയ്തു. That's all. ഇപ്പോൾ അവിടെ 60, 60, 180 ഈ സൈഡിലും 180 കേട്ടോ. ഇതിപ്പോൾ മോർ ദാൻ 360 വന്നാൽ ആ ഇമേജസ് ഒന്നായിട്ട് മെർജ് ചെയ്തു. That's all. So both ways it is correct. Answer is 90 degree as well as 120 degree. Both are correct. ഈ ഫോർമുല വൈസ് ഇത് കറക്റ്റാ.
Less than 180 only has to be considered, sir.
Less than 180. അപ്പോൾ ടോട്ടൽ ഇമേജസ് വരണമെങ്കിൽ ഡയഗ്രം ഒരു ട്രയാങ്കിൾ അല്ല ഒരു 45 ഡിഗ്രി ബേസ് എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് വി സോൾവ് റൈറ്റ്. 180 വരാതെ 135 135 പോസിബിൾ അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ ലെസ് ദാൻ 180 വരുന്ന അത് രണ്ടും എടുക്കാതെ അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടും 1, 2. അപ്പോൾ 2 images will be formed. ബട്ട് ഫോർമുല വൈസ് എപ്പടി 360 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 120 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 3 വരില്ല. ഫോർമുല എങ്ങനെ 360 by 3 ഇത് 3 ഓഡ് നമ്പർ വരും. ബൈസെക്ടറിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർ. ബട്ട് ബൈസെക്ടർ ആണോ ബൈസെക്ടർ അല്ലെന്ന് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ സ്പെസിഫൈ പണ്ണവേ ഇല്ല. അതൊരു അൺക്ലാരിറ്റി തന്നെ. ഇഫ് അറ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർ ആകുമ്പോൾ n-1 വരും. ഇതെടുത്തില്ല 2 പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ്. കറക്റ്റല്ല ഫോർമുലയിൽ കറക്റ്റാണ്, ബട്ട് അത് രണ്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇപ്പോൾ ഫുൾ ക്ലിയർ അല്ല. ഇപ്പോൾ 360 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ തീറ്റ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു എൻ തന്നെ. 360 ബൈ തീറ്റ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു എൻ. ഈ എൻ ഈസ് ആൻ ഓഡ് നമ്പർ. ബൈസെക്ടറിൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ n-1 കറക്റ്റല്ല. ബൈസെക്ടറിലാകുമ്പോൾ n-1 എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ എവിടെ വരും? ബൈസെക്ടറിലായിരുന്ന രണ്ട് ഇമേജസ്. ഇഫ് നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ദി ബൈസെക്ടറിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എവിടെ ഇമേജ് വരും? 3 ഇമേജസ് വരും. ബട്ട് ഇഫ് യു ടേക്ക് 90 ഡിഗ്രി 360 ബൈ 94 ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൾവേസ് ആൻ ഈവൻ നമ്പർ. അത് ബൈസെക്ടർ ആയിരുന്നാലും ബൈസെക്ടർ അല്ലായിരുന്നാലും നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജസ് എവിടെ വരും? n-1. അപ്പോൾ 90 ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് മോർ അപ്രോപ്രിയേറ്റ് ആൻസർ சொல்ல முடியும். മറ്റേ ബൈസെക്ടർ ആയിരുന്നാൽ രണ്ട് ഇമേജസ് താ, ബൈസെക്ടർ അല്ലാനാ 3 ഇമേജസ് താ. ബട്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അത് സ്പെസിഫൈ பண்ணல. ബൈസെക്ടർ ഓർ നോട്ട് ബൈസെക്ടർ ഈസ് നോട്ട് സ്പെസിഫൈഡ്. അപ്പോൾ അത് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 120 കൂടെ ബെറ്റർ ഓപ്ഷൻ 19 சொல்லும். ബട്ട് 120 കറക്റ്റ് ആണ് ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ദി ബൈസെക്ടർ. കേട്ടോ? അതൊരു അഡീഷണൽ പോയിന്റ് യു ക്യാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് നോട്ട് ഡൗൺ. 360 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 60 ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 4. നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 3. ബൈസെക്ടർ ആയിരുന്നാലും ബൈസെക്ടർ അല്ലായിരുന്നാലും ഈവൻ നമ്പറാണ്. പക്ഷെ 3 എന്ന് വരുമ്പോൾ ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് ബൈസെക്ടർ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 2. ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ദി ബൈസെക്ടർ ദ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഇമേജസ് ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 3. സെയിം നമ്പർ വരില്ല. അപ്പോൾ 120ക്ക് രണ്ട് ചാൻസസ് ഉണ്ട്. കറക്റ്റ് ആവാം, കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലാതെ വരാം. ബട്ട് 90 വരുമ്പോൾ രണ്ട് കേസിലും കറക്റ്റാണ്. 180 ഇല്ല. ഇതിലിപ്പോൾ ടോട്ടൽ ആംഗിള് ഈ ടോട്ടൽ ആംഗിള് 360 എബോവ് വന്നിട്ട് മെർജ് ചെയ്യും. ഈ കേസിൽ ഈ ടോട്ടൽ ആംഗിൾ 180 വന്നിട്ട് പോസിബിൾ അല്ല. കാരണം ടോട്ടൽ ആംഗിൾസ് ഐ ക്യാൻ സേ ലെസ് ദാൻ 180 ആയിരിക്കണം. ലെസ് ദാൻ 180ക്ക് മേലെ പോകണം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ കേസിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ ഇത് രണ്ട് ഇമേജസ് ആണെന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ വരും. രണ്ട് ഇമേജസ് വരും ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ അത് അറ്റ് ദി ബൈസെക്ടർ എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് രണ്ട് പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് ആണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. ബൈസെക്ടർ ആണോ ബൈസെക്ടർ അല്ല എന്നുള്ള കേസസിൽ. അപ്പോൾ 120ൽ ഒരു കൺഫേംഡ് ആൻസർ சொல்ல முடியாது. 50-50 തന്നെ. ബട്ട് 90 നമ്മൾ കൺഫേംഡ് ആൻസർ சொல்ல முடியும். ഓക്കെ, 39. This already we have done, right? Just before, can you do this one? Light propagate with a speed of 2.2 into 10 power 8 meter per seconds and 2.4 into 10 meter per seconds in the media P and Q respectively. Critical angle for a light undergoing reflections from P to Q is answer sin inverse 11/12. You worked out already? Yes or no? If not, do it. This 39th question is same as which question? Question number 24. Question number 24 question number 39 same ആണ്. Please answer. Light is going from P to Q. P is a rarer medium, Q is a rarer medium, P is a denser medium. Denser medium ലൈറ്റിന്റെ വെലോസിറ്റി കമ്മിതാ. Rarer medium more velocity. So P is a denser medium, Q is a rarer medium. 2.2 into 10 power 8 it's going from 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So please do it. Sin inverse 11/12 എന്ന് വരും. 39th question. 24 same ആണ്. Values மட்டும் தான் difference. Only the values are changed. All others are the same. All others are same. Only the values are changed. All of you got it, huh? எங்கே ஒர்க் அவுட் இது இங்கே ஒர்க் அவுட் இப்போ நம்ம மார்க் பண்ணும்போது கிடச்சிட்டு எக்ஸாமில் வராது. அதான் பிரச்சனை. Got it? Sorry, I don't know. 14. A thin convergent glass lens, glass in refractive index. 40th question. Okay, 39th question option B, same as question number 24. 40th question. A thin convergent glass lens, mu glass 1.5 and has a power of 5 diopter. When thin lens is immersed in a liquid of refractive index mu, it acts as a divergent lens of focal length 100 cm. Then the value of mu must be. Okay, first air in a liquid. Two cases. Already we solved. We created two equations and we will solve it. We'll do it again. The same thing what we have done before. What is the lens formula? 1 by f is equal to NL divided by NM minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R. First case is lens power is given 5 diopter is equal to lens in a refractive index 1.5, medium is air. First case is 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, equation number 1. Second case is we have to get a focal length. So 1 by E side meter lana, so I am also converting to meter. 100 into 10 power minus 2. Second lens adinde lens inde refractive index, it has divergent lens of value of must will be NL lens. Medium is what now? In a liquid of refractive, okay, lens will be the same. Medium in the refractive index kandupidikkanam. N medium minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Second equations. We have to divide equation number 1 divided by equation number 2. So equation number 1 divided by equation number 2. 5 divided by 100 into 10 power minus 2. 1 is equal to 1.5 minus 1, that is 0.5 divided by 1.5 minus Nm into Nm. So this 100 into 10 power minus 2 is 1. So this answer is 5 is equal to 0.5 into Nm divided by 1.5 minus Nm. We have to cross multiply and simplify this one. 5 into 1.5, 7.5 minus 5 Nm equal to 0.5 Nm. 7.5 divided by 5.5 is equal to Nm. 75 divided by 55. 5 which cut is 1, 25 is 15, 15 by 11. Correct? 15 by 11 the value same as which one? Glass power 5 diopter, lens immersed liquid 10 into it acts as a divergent lens of focal length 100 centimeters. The value of mu must be.
So our focal length minus
ഇതിന്റെ focal length
diverging lens
thin convergent. First the convergent lens അല്ലേ, power 5 diopter. When lens is immersed liquid acts as a divergent lens. Focal length negative വരും. correct? Focal length negative വരും. correct? First case ഇത് convergent lens ആണ്. First case correct. Question it is mentioned. It is convergent and this is divergent. So ഇത് minus വരും. Extra ഇവിടെ ഒരു minus വരും. Extra minus വരുമ്പോൾ minus 5 into 1.5 minus 7.5 plus 0.5 ആ സൈഡ് 0.5 nm എന്നാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ സൈഡിലോട്ട് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ some changes will be happening here. ഈ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് 0.5 എന്ന് 4.5 എന്ന് വരും. അപ്പോൾ 4.5 nm equal to 7.5. nm equal to 7.5 divided by 4.5. That is 75 by 45. എന്താണ് 125 15 by 9 വരുമ്പോൾ 5 by 3 എന്ന് വരും. 5 by 3 കറക്റ്റ് അല്ല, 3 വെച്ച് കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 3 into 5 5 by 3. Option B. Divergent lens, convergent lens, minus 0. So 7.5 divided by 4.5, 75 by 45, 15 by 3, 5 by 3. Doubt.
Mismatch. So if the differential index is greater only, it will change, convert into divergent. So it is 1.3. So if you divide means 4 by 3 is 1.3. 5 by 3 is 1.6. So this will mean
correct. அது மாதிரி பண்ணலாம் correct. So 41, quick, fast, 4 more question. 41, this will take some time. Okay, 41, a ray of light traveling inside a rectangular glass block of refractive index root 2 is incident on the glass air surface at an angle of incidence 45 degree. Refractive index of the air is 1. Under these conditions the ray will under these conditions the ray will emerges into the air without any deviations, be reflected back into the glass, be absorbed, emerged on the air at an angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. So we'll apply Snell's law, correct? Then we'll find what is happening. A light is traveling inside the rectangular glass block of refractive index root 2, incident on the glass air interface at an angle of incidence 45 degree. Then the refractive index of air is 1. So what we'll do? So here we have, and here we have an air. Ray is coming and hitting. What happens? We don't know now. So angle of incidence is what? 45 degree. So we'll apply n1 sin theta 1 equal to n2 sin theta 2. N1 is glass. It is refractive index root 2 is given. Sin theta, sin of 45 degree, n2 is air 1 into sin of theta 2. So root 2 into 1 by root 2 equal to sin theta 2. So theta 2 equal to how much? 90 degree. Correct alla? Sin theta 1 വരുന്നത് theta 2. So നമുക്ക് 90 degree. And root 2 cancel out. Theta 2 is 90 degree. Emerges into the air with an angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree, which means it is emerges with an angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. Option D is the correct answer. Direct Snell's law. A small coin is resting on the bottom of the beaker filled with a liquid. A ray of light emerges from the coin and travels up to the surface of the liquid and moves it along its surface. How fast is the light traveling in the liquid? Speed has to find out. How to do? First we have to find out the angle of incidence and blah blah things and angle of refraction. Then we got the refractive index of the liquid. From there we have to apply C by V.
R is equal to D by U is equal to minus.
What is R?
This one, sir.
No. Who told it is R?
If we block it with that concept I took.
Correct. R is equal to radius.
Because after that it is grazing.
Okay.
So till that only will be.
Okay. Then you tell me. Okay.
Due to symmetry I took like this.
Then you got the answer, huh?
I got 1.8.
Okay, we'll see whether that will matches, but I don't know whether it will matches or not, because if you want to take it as R exactly like this one, then here also it should be 1 R, right? But outside there is no, I mean, R means you are assuming this is a center. What is the guarantee that it should be the center? Why this is not the center? That is your assumption only, right? Then you have no solid evidence. Okay. So what's the answers to this question? How to do this one? We will apply Snell's law again. So now the structure is look like this one. This is a triangle. Correct. This side is 3 centimeter, 4 centimeters. So this is 5 centimeters. What is this angles? Now the ray is graces like this one. This is a normal. What is this angle will be coming? What is this theta is how much degree will come? Sine inverse of 5 by 3. Correct? This angle, because if you are taking sine theta is what? Opposite side by hypotenuse, 3 by 5. So theta equal to sine inverse 5 by 3. So this angle is also equal to what? Sine inverse of 5 by 3. We'll apply Snell's law. N1 into sine theta 1 equal to N2 into sine of theta 2. N1 is the refractive index of the liquid, we don't know. N1 sine of theta 1 is what? Sine inverse of 5 by 3. Correct? Theta 1 is sine inverse of 5 by 3, which is equal to N2 is air. Sine theta 2 is 1. Angle of refraction is how much? 90 degrees. Sine 90 is 1. So sine and sine inverse will get cancels. So it become N1 into 5 by 3 is equal to 1. So what we got? N1 equal to 3 by 5. We got N1 equal to 3 by 5. What is the question? They are asking how fast is the speed of light. So refractive index with velocity, C by velocity. The refractive index is 3 by 5. This is equal to
3 by 5.
sine theta equal to opposite side 3 by 5 by 3 അല്ല 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 എന്ന് വരും, ഇവിടെയും 3 by 5 എന്ന് വരും. So here also it is 3 by 5. So n equal to 5 by 3. So the refractive index n is equal to c by velocity. So this is 5 by 3 is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by velocity. So we'll continue. So what's coming further? So velocity is equal to, this side multiply this. So 3 into 10 power 8 into multiply to 5 by 3. 3 into, okay, 5 by 3 into, we cross multiplications, 3 into 10 power 8. Velocity is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 5 by 3. So it's become 9 by 5 into 10 power 8 velocity. 9.5 എന്ന് ചൊല്ലുമ്പോൾ approximately 2 ന്റെ അടുത്ത് 1.8 വരും. 1.8 into 10 power 8 meter per seconds. Got it? Your answer is also matching. Okay, then luckily that is a center position. Okay. 43, please do it. It's a nice question which is asked for JE advanced, I guess 1 or 2 years back. Engineering entrance on the question 43. Please read the question carefully. Only thought processes, okay, many, and draw the diagram and mark many things will be there and you will get the answers. Carefully read it and mark the things in the diagram. Vimal solunga answer 43. the answer? Correct. Vimal, show me the notebook. Sign off.
2, 3, sir. Sin A by 2, 30. Sin inverse of that is 60 degrees, sir. Sin inverse of this is 60 degrees. X. I got 60 degrees. X by 2 plus A by 2 is...
Oh, 1 second.
Deviation plus 60 by 2, sir. I took it X by 2.
No. This step first step I understood. Second step?
Sin is, it's good this side, sir. 1 by 2, root 3 by 2, sir.
N is how much?
Root 3.
Root 3 is given the question. Okay. Root 3.
Root 3, sir. So
Root 3 by 2.
sin X to the whole X.
Okay.
Sin inverse of that is sin inverse of 3 by 2 is 60 degrees. So X by 2 plus A by 2 is 30. 60 by 30. By 2 can become 30, sir. A by 2 is 60.
Correct. Have you done that? Show me. No formula, nothing, huh? Don't put it. How? Come.
Both sides are equal, sir. So these two angles
Correct.
So according to normal, this should be 30 degrees. Then according to normal, this should be
Correct.
30 degrees. Then this incidence here N1 distance formula, sir.
I60, correct?
Then like 60 degrees, sir. Then
Correct.
refraction 60 degrees, sir.
Refraction of 60 degree. You again apply the sense law.
Formula, sir. So that emergence should be 30 degrees, sir. Normal, sir. Normal, sir. Refraction 60 degree means emergence should be 30 degrees.
No. Refraction is 60 degree means emergence is also 60 degree.
Emergence.
Refraction is equal to emergence. Correct? Refraction and emergence equal. This is emergence. This refraction angle is called emergence. So emergence is also 60 degree. Now answer change angla.
60 degrees. So that.
That formula. The module correct.
60 degrees.
Got it, madam? Yes. How 60? How explain பண்ணுங்க எப்படி think பண்ணீங்கன்னு.
The sun is 60, sir. I do 60.
60 correct.
Snell's law, sin r is equal to n to sin r.
ಈ first surface le. Okay.
60 na the 30. Sin r 30. So sin
I 30 60 correct.
அப்புறம் இங்கே Snell's law போட்டேன், sir. In r1 is equal to r2. So sin 30 equal to sin a. Emergent. It's like 60.
Correct. Good. Ada, புரியுங்களா? Understood? Got it? No. Okay. இது கரெக்ட். என்ன பண்ணலாம்? Got it? Hey, simple அல்ல? Got it? Simple. Got it? 60. Two methods doing this one. Rita got the can answer this two ways. Okay. First method, the board, this is 60 degree, this is an isosceles triangle, both sides are equal. So what is this angle will come? 60. This angle is also 60 degree. Okay. Now if you draw a normal here, you know normal is perpendicular to the surface. So what is this angle will make? 30 degree. This 30 is called our R1 in the prism. And if you draw another normal surface, if this is 60 degree, what is this will come? 30 degree. This is called R2. R2 equal to 30 degree. Good. This information we have. Now we'll apply Snell's law on the first surface. So on the AB surface we'll apply Snell's law. What is Snell's law? N1 sin theta 1 equal to N2 sin theta 2. Outside is air. N1 1 into sine of, this is called angle of incidence I. Angle of incidence is equal to N2 into, N2 means the prism. Prism in the refractive index is what? √3 into sine into angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is what? 30. So you will get sine I equal to √3 by 2, which means I equal to 60 degree. This information you got it. Okay. Now we'll keep it here. Now we'll go to the next surface, which means AC surface. There also will apply Snell's law. N1 sin theta 1 equal to N2 sin theta 2. What is N1? N1 is prism. So √3 into sin theta 1. Here angle of incidence is what? 30 degree. So sin 30. Second surface angle of incidence 30 degree equal to N2 sin theta 2. So this is called angle of emergence, which means angle of refraction. 1 into sine of E, angle of emergence. So this will becomes as sine E is equal to √3 by 2 is equal to sine E, which means E is equal to what? 60 degree. We have to find out the minimum deviations or the deviation. Simply I is equal to I plus E minus A. I in the value equal. This internally indicates a minimum deviation. So this means 120 minus 60 degree. Answer is 60 degree. This is one way of answering it. Another way, the alternate method. Alternate method. N equal to refractive index of the prism is equal to sine of A plus delta divided by 2 whole divided by sine of A by 2. Prism angle is what? Prism refractive index is what? √3. Sine of A is 60 plus delta divided by 2 whole divided by sine of A by 2. A is what? 60. 60 by 2 means sine 30 degree. You cross multiply this one, you will get √3 by 2 is equal to sine of 60 plus delta divided by 2. You take sine and here √3 by 2 sine of 60 plus delta divided by 2. So how to do this one? Sine 60 plus delta divided by 2, sine 30 we applied the values. So for which values of sine this will comes as √3 by 2? 60 degree. 60 degree. When sine 60 is come, sine 60, this whole degree should be 60 degree. Then only you will get √3 by 2. Which means in this case 60 plus delta divided by 2 must be equal to 60 degree. Must be equal to 60 degree. If this whole equal to 60 degree, then you are getting √3 by 2. So this should be equal to 60 degree. So here delta equal to 120 minus 60, answer is equal to 60 degree. But there is one risk is here. What is the risk? Normally this formula will apply if you have a minimum deviations. Delta M. Whenever we have a minimum deviations only we are applying this formula, not always. But luckily these two are equal, which indicate it's a minimum deviation. When I is equal to E, which indicate this will have minimum deviations. So this way we can answer, but this is a risky method. Luckily it comes as I is equal to E. That's what, for those who followed this method, you got the correct answer. Else you will not get the correct answer. This is always, all cases this is true, but this is not always true. When I is equal to E vannu, because of this one we know it's a minimum deviation, so you can apply this one, but it is not always true, but this is always true. You understood the risk right here, because delta m is coming here, minimum deviation. We don't know whether it's a minimum deviation or simply a deviations. Okay. Question number and there is one more hint. See, conditions for minimum deviations or minimum deviations, there are okay, two methods. You can go this way, right? This way it's a little bit time consuming comparable to this one. This is with little more faster than this method. Okay, but I told you can apply this formula only if you know it is minimum deviation, else you cannot apply. How to find out from the diagram? By looking to the diagram, how you can recognize whether it is a minimum deviations or not? In the notebook I have written one condition. In minimum deviation, the refracted ray is parallel to base of the prism. We have written one point, right? In minimum deviation, the refracted ray, this ray is parallel to the base of the prism. How I can 100% ensure it is parallel to prism? Because this angle is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree. If you take these triangles also, how much it should come? If this is 30, this is also 60 degree will come. If these rays are parallel, minimum deviation E rayum parallel aanu. In your diagram also these two rays are parallel to each other. If these two rays are parallel to each other, it indicates it's a minimum deviation. If you are very sure about this one, you can use this one. From the diagram it should be very clear it is parallel to this one, else you cannot use it. Understood the point? Okay, then we'll go to question number 44. Question number 44 is what? When a biconvex lens of glass having refractive index 1.47 is dipped in a liquid, it acts as a plain sheet. This implies the liquid must have a refractive index equal to, രണ്ടുമേ ഒരേ refractive index ആകുമ്പോൾ we cannot see the difference, right? എല്ലാമേ ഒരേ മാതിരി ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, water, if you are pouring another bucket of water means we will never find the difference, right? So which means equal to that of glass. Glass no liquid no ഒരേ refractive index ആയിരിക്കും. That's what if you dip it, the glass in a liquid will have the same refractive index ആകുമ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു difference தெரியாது. So answer is A. 45. Can you answer 45? 45 is what? If a thin prism of glass is dipped in water, then the minimum deviation with respect to air of light produced by the prism will be. If a thin prism of glass is dipped in water, water le dip cheyidappo adinte minimum deviation with respect to air, adu how many times aayirikkum ennalana question. അവിടെ ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിൽ അതിനകത്തൊരു മിസ്റ്റേക്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ഫസ്റ്റ് വണ് mu wg എന്നാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് mu wg, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് mu ag. A മീൻസ് റിഫ്രാക്റ്റീവ് ഇൻഡെക്സ് ഓഫ് ഗ്ലാസ് വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു എയർ എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. mu wg എന്നല്ല ഫസ്റ്റ് വരുന്നത്, mu ag എന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. ഹൗ ടു ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ദ മിനിമം ഡീവിയേഷൻ? Minimum deviation formula na n minus 1 into a, because only refractive index is given. Okay, so first it is in air medium. Okay, so I told couple of formula n minus 1 into a formula. It is actually n2 by n1 minus 1 into a. That's the formula. So medium change minimum deviation also get changes. So 45 delta equal to n minus, you can write n2 minus n1 minus 1 into a. First one air lana. Air la nikkumbode refractive index of glass is how much? 3 by 2 divided with respect to air. With respect to air, first air lana. So minus 1 into a. So how much it should come? 1.5 minus 1, 0.5. Answer is a by 2. We'll keep it here. Second one in water, delta dash is equal to n2 is glass 1.5, or I can write as 3 by 2. Next one is what? Water. Water is what? 4 by 3 minus 1 into A. So how much this should come? 9 by 8 minus 1 into A. So how much it come? 1 by 8. 1 by 8 A. So this is how many times of this one? Which means delta dash. I can say delta dash is equal to delta into 1 by 4. Correct? Delta dash is equal to 1 by 8 A is equal to delta into 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 times. Okay. Air into 1.4, if you multiply, you will get A dash.